Hello guys, it's Xn.Sw, type of Beyblade unboxing on Xiphoid Xcalibur. So, we finally have it. It's time to open this thing up. So, finally, after almost 4 years now, we have a new Xcalibur, which, it's been a very long time, been waiting for it, and, well, I have some thoughts on it. So, we'll get to that. Anyway. So, this is, again, the 5th Excalibur, first in a very long time, and probably the last, so does it, hold up to what everyone expected of it, or is it kind of, overrated? Anyway, here's the sticker sheet and instructions. I'm struggling to get the rest out of the box. If you can't tell, it's, not... There we go. Finally, that took long enough. Alright. That was just not wanting to come out. Alright, so we have this mess. So there's quite a bit here. Now, I'm actually going to cut the video because there is a lot here, and I don't want to spend 4 minutes just trying to get this all open, so I'll be back once this is all out of the package. Alright, so everything's out of the box. Haven't taken a look at the bay yet, but I have messed with the launcher a little bit just to get everything together. Well, at least the ripcord together. So this is the new ripcord. It's not as long as I would have hoped. I would hope that they would have maybe gave us a longer ripcord, but it seems alright enough. Here's the actual sword launcher itself. This is definitely not... I mean, I guess I didn't expect it to be, like, gigantic, but I was hoping that maybe it was a little bit bigger, because it's not really... I mean, you could see, like, it's big enough, but it's not really, like, phenomenal. At least not for my hands. I mean, obviously I have giant hands, but, like, I was hoping it was a little longer than it is. Next up, we have the power gear. Same one you got with the Valkyrie starter last year, as well as the overdrive set. And unfortunately, we do get a normal spin unit. We don't have the bearing one, which is kind of sad. Hoping for that, but yeah, not this time. This came on the original DB launchers. It's come on every DB launcher so far, except for the overdrive set launcher. So, yeah. And this is the sword launcher, the new one, the DB sword launcher. Have a right and left spin, which, okay, yeah, there we go. So this is right, this is left. Can't really see them on camera too well. There's an R here and an L here. Alright, so, zoom out a little bit more. There you go, this is our new sword launcher. Hold it like this. I guess maybe like this. Yeah. Can't really launch too hard here, but it seems decent enough. I heard that it's kind of weak, but there's a gear inside apparently that makes it weaker than it should be, so if you remove that, it's good, but probably makes it illegal to use in tournaments, so probably fun to mess around with, but probably not like a tournament launcher. Anyway, enough about the launcher, let's get to the bay. Xiphoid Excalibur. So we'll start off with the driver, which is, of course, Sword Dash. By far the worst part of this entire starter. So, we finally get a dash upgrade to Sword. Well, I say finally, like we were expecting one, but Extreme would have been better. Iron would probably have been the best choice, since we don't have an Iron Dash yet. If I'm being honest, I would have taken Impact over this thing. Well, Impact Dash, but yeah, it's not very good. The metal, it's just unbalanced, slow, too tall, and just really, really bad stamina. Now we have the disc. This is Xanthus, so this does have plastic on it. It's definitely the most unique DB disc. Have this little point here to line up with Excalibur. Looks like this. And it has the new BU lock right here. So we'll get to that in a little bit. And here's the layer. This Xiphoid Xcalibur. Looks strange. Not as bad as I thought, actually, in person. It looked worse in the pictures, but whatever. Anyway, let me go and take this thing apart so we can go over each part of the layer individually. So first up we have the armor. The armor is 1. Looks like that. Has a point here. A little bit hollowed out on the other side. It's an Excalibur armor. The blade, Xiphoid, no gimmicks on this blade. This is plastic right here. It's completely plastic. Very thick though. No gimmicks, just a strong attack blade. And the Excalibur core, which is something. The teeth are looking hard to see, but they're not looking too great, honestly. They're looking kind of alright, but, you know. Of course, the sword gimmick, which I will get to in a little bit. Basically, it's just a weight shift gimmick. But yeah, it's there. It does make the core heavier, though. Let me go and assemble this in high mode really quick, just to show what that looks like, and just to get it out of the way. There we go. Wait, hold on. It does not want to go in high mode for me. I don't blame it. High mode sucks. Well, usually. Anyway. Close enough. Well, is it close enough? Nah, not really. This space being difficult. Alright, yeah, there we go. So there's high mode. It just looks really awkward because of how this lines up, but, you know, whatever. It's high mode. It's not that important. I kind of just show it because, well, it's a mode to show, I guess, but anyway. Before we get into the full combo, let's go ahead and weigh this thing, just because I always weigh these. Alright, you can't really see that too well, but, you know, we'll work with it. Anyway. So I'll read out the numbers because the scale is kind of hard to see. But Sword Dash, 9.25. It is heavy, but it's just really bad. Very curious about this, Xanthus. How heavy is Xanthus? 32.17, so pretty decent weight. Not bad. The 1 armor, hoping for at least 13.03. It's, I believe, the lightest armor. That's unfortunate. Xiphoid, 12.9. Oh, this is like 13. Alright, whatever. 12.9. That's heavy enough. I think it's heavier than Vanish, so it's pretty good, actually. And the Excalibur core is 10.66, which is a very heavy core. Heavier than... Is that the heaviest core? I think it's like tied with Perseus. But anyway. Let me go ahead and sort of not actually put this together, but like kind of put this together. Just kind of stack everything on top of one another. And, there we go. So this is weighing in at 78 grams on the dot. I think I have a really bad Excalibur then, because I thought it was supposed to be closer to 79. But, whatever. I don't really battle anyway, I just collect, so I don't mind having a worse mold if other people get better ones. Anyway, I forgot to mention, actually, the new BU lock. So the BU lock, you can kind of see, not really, but on the outside of the core, you can kind of see these tabs here, very hard to see, but right there on both sides. So that's the new BU lock. They actually molded these onto Belial 2 core, only Divine Belials though. Kind of see them in there. So this actually will work with the BU lock, which is interesting. So if you want to use Belial 2 on Xanthus, you can. So that's the whole BU lock gimmick with the core and Xanthus. So let's go and put this thing together in low mode. Again, I did technically have the layer in low mode when we opened it, but let's go ahead and put it together. Then I can put the whole combo together this time. So that'll be fun. Let me figure out, make sure I'm in the correct mode. Alright. Oh, extremely out of focus. Doesn't really wanna... Oh, wait, I think I got it. Hold on. Yes, okay, good. We're all good. So, here's the layer in low mode. Looks nice. Now putting this in together, let's check this out. How is it gonna act? I'm actually kind of curious. Alright, so there is Xiphoid, Excalibur, Xanthus, Sword-1. It actually looks alright. Now there's a gap here, which does look a little weird. Also, Sword Dash does not align with the sword, which is hilarious, but, you know, what are you going to do about it? So, probably swap out the driver, honestly. Anyway, pretty weak clicks. But yeah, once you get past a certain point, the second click, actually, I went one too far. The sword will pop out. And now you're in the sword mode. Now there is a BU lock after this, so you can kind of notice how I'm putting more force in, which it will eventually burst, but like... So after you get the second click and the sword pops out, you have the BU lock to kind of hold it in place a bit better. Which is nice. So you kind of get to this sword gimmick probably a little easier. But you will kind of lock after that. Also, you do need to have the sword in to put it back together. If, you know, you're active, you can't put it back together, so you have to kind of put it back and, you know. It just flails around, so it's really easy to deal with, which is nice. It's not like a spring-loaded gimmick, it just flails, and it's nice and easy to deal with. So for the final thing that I want to do here, I want to go ahead and compare to the previous evolutions, this new Xiphoid Excalibur. There we go. Here's the original Excalibur, which is tiny compared to this thing. Honestly, still my favorite Excalibur, though, but... yeah, I like this thing a lot. Probably the thing that's closest to here is Xn.Sw. Definitely see the resemblance there, especially if you put the stickers on the front here. Yeah. Magnum having the red on the outside, just like Xanthus, although Xanthus is a lot more pronounced. Actually, you want to know what? I should probably do this, just so you can get a full look at those swords, but... yeah, I probably should have done that. Alright, there we go. There's a better look at them. Next up, Xcalibur. Looks like this. Pretty different, actually. All of the drivers are the same exact color, so... yeah. Also, Sieg looks really dark in my lighting for some reason. That is weird. Although my lighting is not the best anyway. Anyway. Buster Excalibur. From almost 4 years ago, our most recent Excalibur to this point. Yeah. Both use sword, unfortunately. But yeah, there is Buster Excalibur. What we've been stuck with until we got this guy. So, yeah. So overall, this is definitely a weird Excalibur. I'm still not sure how to feel about this thing, honestly. It doesn't seem as bad as I thought in terms of appearance. But it's just such a weird sort of design. I don't know how to feel about it. At first, I was ready to kind of tear into this thing when I was throwing my unboxings. I thought it was going to look a lot worse, but no, it's not bad. I will say I am kind of disappointed with the whole sword gimmick. It's just a weight shift gimmick on the second click. when it aligns, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it really hinders the design, in my opinion. I feel like we could have gotten a better design had the core been vertical or horizontal, basically just not allowing this gimmick to exist here, which some people might disagree with, but personally I just think I would have rather had a better design than a kind of a pretty basic weight shift gimmick that requires severely hindering the design, in my opinion. So there you go. That's kind of my final thoughts on Xiphoid. Yeah, I'll revisit this guy eventually in probably a few months when I rank every DV bay, but yeah, for now that's it. The sword launcher is very cool as well. Nice to see that back. But overall, it's still a really good starter. I'm actually kind of surprised about it. Expected this to go worse, but yeah, here we are. So anyways, that's everything for this unboxing, so yeah, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.